there's a tiny group of people in Japan that are obsessed with something known as Zentai. They refer to themselves as Zentai Fetishists, and it's basically a group of people that like to wear spandex suits that cover them from head to toe. Now, this isn't something that's unheard of. I'm sure you've heard of people that dress this way during sexual activity. It is a bit of a fetish in those cases, but these people actually like to go out in public dressed this way, and the reason why they like to do so is because they like the idea of being anonymous. They like the idea of revealing their identity and kind of having features that aren't available or visible to everyone else. So there's a picture kind of showing you what we're talking about, and it's really interesting because, you know, during the day they have totally normal lives, and then at night they want to go out, they want to talk, they want to communicate, but they want to do so without allowing the other person to know what they look like.
First of all, fundamentalist Muslims would love this. They're like, Zentai, all right, let's get it on.
Yeah.
So, although I'm sure they would find a reason against that.
So here's the thing though, right? So they like it because it covers their identity. So I get that. I definitely understand that. But it's also skin tight. It's so skin tight.
That's why the Muslims would be against it.
Yeah, you can see everything, like the outline of every nook and cranny.
But that's part of what turns some of them on.
Right.
So for some it's sexual, for some it's not sexual. For the ones that are sexual, they're like, oh, the feeling that I get having my, you know, even the genitals like poking out, like, because they're skin tight.
Yeah,
a lot
let me
of them.
read you the quotes.
Skin tight.
They are skin tight. Now, first, the person who doesn't feel that this is sexual at all, because not all of them do this because it's a fetish or because they find it to be sexual. One woman says, I've led my life always worrying about what other people think of me. They say I look cute, gentle, childish, or naive. I always felt suffocated by that. But wearing this, I am just a person in a full bodysuit. So that's one woman who feels that way. But then there's a sexual element of it as well. One person says, I like to touch and stroke others and to be touched and stroked like this.
Wow.
And one person says, once you are in one of these suits, you can feel the person instead of looking at them. I'm not a lesbian, but I wouldn't mind being with a woman like this. In Zentai, it is a completely different kind of sensation from straight sex.
Yeah, you know, it's not sex at all. But, okay, look, if you get into it and et cetera, but I don't know how you have the sex with the suit on, but I'm sure that's minor details. I guess you take some of it off at some point. They say that they go to barbecues and have drinks. I don't get it. How can you?
Maybe
it's like the world's worst barbecue.
Maybe there's a zipper or something for the mouth.
Okay, I picture them constantly trying to put the hamburger to their mouth and go, wait, what? Damn, this is frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
pouring the alcohol, have it poured down. Pour the alcohol, have it poured down.
But I love these kinds of stories. Like, I live for these kinds of stories because it's so fascinating what people are into, right? So the furry community, this community, you know, people that are in love with inanimate objects that resemble anime characters, I find it all so interesting because it shows you how different and unique we all are. We're all into something a little crazy and weird. For them, it's something that's very visible. It's something that they want to show to the public. For others, it might be something that we do behind the scenes. And whatever, do you. Like, I know I've been using that a lot lately, but this isn't something that harms anyone. And yeah, for anyone who's not into it, it might seem a little weird, right? But if this is how they're comfortable going out, and if this is how they're able to be social, go ahead and do it.
All right, now if you're in the Zentai community, so far you hate me, okay? Because I've been a little judgmental here, right? And I'm going to continue for one more step here, because look, my problem with it is it seems like they're trying to hide from something. Like I don't want to cover my face and my body, and like if it was just a sexual thing, actually I would like it more. Like, oh, you get off on that, you get off on it. But if you're going around like your daily life, like, oh, here I am at a barbecue with a full bodysuit, and you like, I mean, that's weird, dude, right?
No,
and it feels like you're hiding.
But maybe for them, it's not necessarily about hiding. It's about wanting to be known for something other than their physical features, right? Which again is very ironic when you're in a skin-tight suit, but still. Like,
I know, but who's going to listen to you and be like, I'm really interested in your personality?
Yeah, maybe.
Because they can't focus because you're in a weird clown suit. See, I did it. I'm too judgmental. Okay, now let me turn around and back you guys up. Okay, look, I love that we live in a free society. So if you want to dress like that, all the power to you, right? And I like what one of them said. They said, look, before I thought I was alone, but because of the internet, now I've seen that there are others like me, and now I get to hang out with them. That actually makes me feel great, right? So obviously, as you can tell, it's not for me, right? But and I can't help but feel that it's like
right, let me ask
I'm
you a question.
judgmental. I know, right? And it looks goofy to me, and it looks weird to me. And you, come on, you know that it looks goofy,
So
right?
let me ask you
I mean,
something.
you know that for 99% of people, it looks super weird.
So let me ask
I'm
you
not telling
something.
you something you don't know, right? Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
yes.
All right, so you can see the outline of someone's body, right? So let's say you're out in public, you're at a barbecue, right? And there's a even mix of people dressed like that and then people that are dressed like we are, totally normal. And a woman comes out and she's like vivacious and she's got like the curves and she's just like, oh, I'm looking at you, Cenk. I'm looking at you, right? And she comes up to you and she's like super flirty or whatever and she's like, let's go back and let's do our thing. You do it.
So, first of all, of course I would.
You would do it.
Okay, so second of all, but let's talk about the ramifications of that. Well, I thought it was because you wanted me to concentrate on your personality. But here I am looking at your vivacious skin-tight suit. So, okay, we've lost a little bit of that point. Second of all, like, yeah, all right, I don't know, she's got a surprise coming up for me, right? At some point when she takes the mask off. But I guess if the body's good enough, I could deal with that surprise.
Okay, okay, go ahead, finish.
Okay. And like I said, if it's a sexual thing, I'm not into it, but if she's hot enough, I could live with it.
What about if we flip it around? Let's say
No.
she's normal in real life, but in the bedroom she wants to put the suit on and then, would you be into that?
Yeah. No problem. I mean, we'll figure it out, so we'll make something work, right? Okay, I thought you would say flip her around and I gotta go in the suit.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
No. There's a lot of fun things I could do, but playing the gimp isn't one of them. Okay, that's just not me. Okay, but I want to end again on who cares what I think, right? So I'm a dick and I'm judgmental and I find it weird, right? But I love that you're out there and no one will defend you guys. If anyone wanted to stop them from doing it, no one would defend you harder than me, all right? There's a kid that does this and he hangs out by a subway station in Tokyo, he got a little famous. He's dressed as a Power Ranger and he helps women with
their bags.
And with their kids too, I think.
Oh yeah, the
right?
strollers.
To carry the strollers up and down the stairs. What a sweetheart! So look, it's his way of being a hero, and there's that section of the community too. If you're not doing anything wrong and you're helping people, God bless your heart, man. I love you for it. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't mistake me being an ass for me not supporting you.